It's fun because you're just doing things that get you out of your own head and you're not really thinking about what you're doing, you're just going along with like the rhythm.
Care2Create has allowed some young carers from Renfrewshire to take part in a variety of arts and music activities at the experience, and the great thing is it's at no charge to themselves.
You know, you're learning new skills every day, so you pick it up a lot quicker, you're going to get better at it a lot quicker as well.
It creates a space where they're not the odd ones out, that they're the majority, that it's positive and friendly and happy.
Give me a paintbrush and a bit of paper and I'd rip that paper up and throw the paintbrush away. But then I came here and they were always painting, so I started it and now I've been able to enjoy it more.
Young people who would avoid education in the past are now happy and willing to be involved. That's a miraculous turnaround for some of these young people. In 2014-15, we were funded by Cashback for Communities through Creative Scotland to run a programme of arts events and arts classes. The classes run on a weekly basis and they finish with an end-of-year event to celebrate the achievements, which was great. It was a fantastic experience. This year we were funded again by Cashback for Communities to expand on what we did last year.
When you think of the summer holiday period, you tend to think of that being a really happy time that young people look forward to. School's out for summer and people go away on their summer holidays and enjoy the weather and enjoy being out and socialising with their friends. As you can imagine, that's very different in this environment. It's difficult to get kids to engage, it can be difficult for them to manage their emotions, and it can be difficult for us to understand where they're at and how they're feeling.
The unit gets quite dull. I suppose you get sick of sitting with everybody, don't you? You just want to get a wee bit of time with yourself maybe, so you take yourself away for a wee while. But then you get bored of your own company, so then you go back, so it's just kind of, there's not really a lot to do.
This year we've been fortunate enough to have further funding from Creative Scotland, which has allowed us to add to our programme things of an artistic nature, including parkour, sewing, special effects makeup, arts and crafts, a whole range of activities that our kids have thoroughly enjoyed. The
first time I went into prop making, got straight in, enjoyed it. I've made scars, I've made a heart, a brain, teeth. I'm quite into things like that, quite like get my hands right in, you know, just get stuck in about things, messy, art kind of thing.
We're seeing a group of young people who are really learning now and really understanding what it takes to learn something new rather than just getting in full steam and not really giving consideration to how well that's going to work and what they can do next. So it's nice to see that sort of progression. It's also really nice for them to have something tangible that they can take away, whether that's a gift that they give to their mum, whether it's something they keep in their bedroom, whether it's something that they'll still have when they leave the centre. It's not going to be the case that everyone will be a parkour expert. It's not going to be the case that everyone will be a jewellery maker. But our hope is that with the use of this Creative Scotland funding, that something sticks. So whether it is I can overcome a hurdle, I can learn something new, or in fact I can do jewellery making, I can be a seamstress, I can do whatever I want to do.
People are coming in and teaching you. You might not get the opportunity to do that elsewhere, you know. It's definitely a good programme to get involved in. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm
confident that this process, gaining skills, learning something new, will benefit them in the future.
Caring for somebody close to you is like one of the hardest things a child could get.
It can be very draining at times.
And like coming to this for maybe 2-3 hours a day, like a week, I'd give them a break from what they're doing every day, because it's like going to school and then coming home and straight into looking after somebody.
It's important that they get a chance just to come here. They've got 2 hours when they can be themselves, relax, just kind of have a bit of kind of me time. Adam's a very talented musician, so he's teaching the kids drums, guitar, a bit of keyboard work, and Ali brings a great deal of artistic endeavour to the Thursday nights, so it can be a wee bit of painting, sewing, lots of different decorating. So the kids have been making things like decorated tiles, some of them have been painting mugs, and one of them did a great 65th birthday mug for her granny.
In school you get told what you have to do and that, but like here you get to do what you want, so you don't have to draw a specific thing. It's a big difference because you're just getting time to do what you want. Just makes your learning a whole lot easier.
With Adam and the whole group, it kind of just helps because you have other people playing rhythms, and then some somebody the same can be playing the same rhythm with me, so I can kind of just flow with the music and do what I want, to be honest.
Sometimes maybe kids with these backgrounds have a sense of isolation, and no matter what adults can say to them, it's actually when they're speaking to other young people that experience similar things that they can reflect on and maybe feel that they're not alone and that there are other people out there going through the same things.
You can get your mind off of what's happening at home, and when you go home you're in more of a happier mood and you're more ready to, be a young carer.
All of the young people who attend the Care2Create group in Paisley are from the Renfrewshire area, and all of them are care experienced in some way, shape or form. They tell us that that always makes them feel a little bit different, and this is maybe the one place where they can just be themselves and not have to explain why mum isn't picking them up or why they don't live at home with mum and dad.
DJ Boss back!
Been coming here for a good few months, and since I've been coming, it's very welcome and easy to talk to, and people just make you feel so welcome here, and there's so much to do, it's so enjoyable.
See, if you'd asked me before I started if I'd ever seen myself singing, I'd probably laugh at you. I'd never recorded myself singing before, so coming along to this group, it helped me do that. It makes me feel good. It gives me a minute to just forget about everything, all my worries and stuff that's happening, how I feel, I forget about it all.
We now have 24 young people's names on the register that have come to the group at some point, and we've got a regular group of about 16 or 17 young people who come every fortnight. In here everyone's on the same level and they all respect each other and are aware that everyone's kind of in the same boat and has faced similar issues.
From that, we've seen some really positive developments in some young people. Some individuals who, before they started coming, had never spoken about their care identity, had never talked about their experience before, and are now just confident in the fact that, yes, I'm care experienced, yes, I've been in foster care or residential care, or I have a social worker. I'm also creative, I'm also an artist, I'm also a young person who's got lots of different interests as well.
Some of the young people who have been involved in the project have never done jewellery making before, have never picked up a sewing machine before, have never done parkour, haven't painted, they haven't had the opportunities to take part in a whole wide range of activities. The funding has allowed that, giving the children and the young people an idea that maybe I could do this in future, maybe I could go to college, maybe I could go to university, maybe I could do this as a job, and it's something that maybe they've never ever considered before.
I honestly think it will be a lot easier than they're worrying about. 90% of the times if you declare that you're care experienced, you'll get waved through most of the nasty paperwork type things and you won't get questioned on that. You'll never have to provide evidence. You might get a letter from your council and that's it. There'll be no kind of invasive questions about it. It's challenging, it really is, but in a good way. In a good way that makes you stretch yourself as a person and you end up doing all sorts of things you would never have thought. The amount of personal growth, never mind the academic stuff that goes on, is so important. So I would never ever say shy away from any experiences you can get in higher education just because you're care experienced.
I hope to do music when I'm older and kind of maybe go into theatre or music or something like that. So I think this has really helped me developing the skills to go and do that in the future.
It's definitely a model that could be spread across the whole country. We don't have to have groups that focus on care experience, that invite young people to always have to talk about their care experience. It can just be, let's get creative, let's have fun.
There's loads of young people who come and they enjoy it, and I enjoy it myself, and there's loads of things to do, and I hope more young people can come along.
Care2Create project has came in with lots of different subjects, and folk have been getting involved. Folk might not have the skills to do more academic subjects, but they're still getting education through things like this, practical things that they're going to enjoy.
They're smiling, that they're happy, that they're engaged, that they're involved, that they want to be there. That's terrific, that's job done.